It's 9 a.m., 12 noon, 5 p.m., wherever on earth you are. It's time for a concert. And we have a special guest. Have you ever had a guest sleepover? You have friends sleep over? Yeah. Well, we have a friend who's sleeping over right now for like 2 weeks. Yes. We're taking care of this sweet, sweet little creature. And she'll be coming in any minute. Yeah. So we had a fabulous trip to Scotland and Ireland. I'm going to show you some pictures. And actually, I think I'll show you the very first picture that I want to share with you is of Jan. This is in Edinburgh, and she's standing outside. I guess it's a pub or something, but it's called Greyfriars Bobby. And you see the dog in the picture? The dog was the name of a Skye Terrier who belonged to John Gray, a night watchman for the Edinburgh police. The two were inseparable for 2 years. However, in February 1858, John Gray, he died of tuberculosis and was buried in the Greyfriars Kirkyard, which is just up the hill from where you see this picture. Bobby, who survived John Gray by 14 years, is said to have spent the rest of his life sitting on his master's grave. The gardener and the keeper tried to evict Bobby, but in the end took pity on him. They built a little shelter. He was fed regularly, and Bobby never spent a night away from his master's grave, even the most dismal weather conditions. So it's become a whole thing. Look at this. So there's a statue in honor of Bobby, the dog. And look at this. That's up in the churchyard. They have a whole thing for him and flowers, beautiful, for this wonderful dog. Yeah, amazing, huh? Pretty cool. Anyway, let's see. I think I'll start with, anytime you want to come in, you can. No? Okay. I think we'll do this in honor of our guest. Oh, hey.
I finally caught her.
You what?
Finally caught her.
You did? Okay. Okay. So here she comes. Here she comes. Little Benti. Come here, let me see you. Yes. Benti, the little teacup. She's so cute. She's such adorable. Let me see. Give me a little kiss. Yes, this is our guest. She's here for almost 2 weeks, and she's tiny. And if you took away all the fluff, like if she ever gets wet, there's almost nothing there. But she's smart. She's a puppy. She's a little puppy. Yeah. Say hi to Rose and Adrian, Benti, and to Jonathan, and everybody watching. She's got tiny little paws and a tiny little nose and a tiny, do you see her eyes? Tiny little eyes. She's got a high little yip, 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 yip. She does. Yep. She's about what? She's about 4 to 6 months old now, so she's still really a little puppy. She is.
She's 4 pounds.
And she weighs a mighty 4 pounds. I'm making her look bigger than she is by holding her close to the camera. She's tiny. I think they call her a teacup poodle. Anyway, her little heart is pounding, so I'm going to take her. There you go. Okay, so. Yes, little Benti. So.
Let's see.
Oh. Doggie, why don't you come over here? Doggie, why don't you come over here? I want to play with you, and when we're through, I'll scratch you behind the ears. Doggie, why don't you come over here? Doggie, when you sniff, I want to sniff. Doggie, when you sniff, I want to sniff. Anything new comes by you when you take a great big whiff. Doggie, when you sniff, I want to sniff. Doggie, when you lick, I want to lick. Can you do that? Doggie, when you lick, I want to lick. You lick me just like I lick a popsicle on a stick. Doggie, when you lick, I want to lick. Doggie, when you sleep, I want to sleep. She sleeps a lot. Doggie, when you sleep, I want to sleep. You lay in the sun where it's nice and warm in a great big furry old heap. Doggie, when you sleep, I want to sleep. Doggie, when you bark, I want to bark. Yip, yip. Doggie, when you bark, I want to bark. Yip, yip. Chase that cat up the tree and all around the park. Doggie, when you bark, I want to bark. But this last verse doesn't really work for Benti. Doggie, when you howl, I want to howl. Woo! Doggie, when you howl, I want to howl. Woo! Every time the siren whines, you throw back your head and yow. Doggie, when you howl, I want to howl. Doggie, why don't you come over here? She prances and jumps around. Doggie, why don't you come over here? I want to play with you, and when we're through, I'll scratch you behind the ears. Doggie, why don't you come over here? Doggie, why don't you come over here? Woo! Yes, 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 yes. Are you having sleepovers this summer? This is basically a sleepover with Benti, right? And she sleeps pretty much when we go to bed. She goes to bed, and when I get up, she gets up, and she's up and ready to play, for sure. Have you had sleepovers this summer? It's fun to have sleepovers. What's it like when you have somebody come to your house? You take them around, show them everything? Yeah, we had to make sure there weren't any little things laying on the ground for Benti. Like under the bed, there were some earplugs. She got a hold of an earplug. Oh my gosh, if she'd swallowed that wouldn't have been good. So, I told you, we got to go to Scotland and Ireland. Hey, Patricia and Cora and Robin and Wesley. Oh, yes. Okay, so we got to go. See, I was invited back last year. I was invited to be the artist in residence at the Irish Baha'i Summer School, and it was wonderful. We had such a good time. Anyway, they invited us back, and this time we decided we'd go a week early. We went a week early last year, and we drove around Ireland, some of Ireland. It was so beautiful, one of my favorite places on the planet. But this year, we decided we'd go to Scotland a week early. And that's what we did. Let me show you a couple pictures. That's where we had those pictures of Bobby the dog. This is Jan. We went to the Galloway Forest Park in southern Scotland, and we walked up, and this is what you saw a little further up the hike. Can you believe how beautiful that is? Yeah. And let's see what else. Oh, so this was north of, what's its name? It starts with a G. You have Edinburgh and you have Glasgow. This is north of Glasgow. And we took this hike And the only problem was it was kind of mucky. You see all that where Jan's walking there? It was pretty mucky. Yeah, so that wasn't our favorite hike because a lot of it was walk. I thought up at the top of it would be dry, but it was actually wetter up there. Let's see. Ooh, so then we went to the island of Arran, just off the coast of Scotland. Look how beautiful that is. Can you see the sheep? You see the little sheep, the little dots here in those light green fields? There's lots of sheep. Scotland and Ireland, they have sheep for sure. Okay, let's see what else. Hold on. And and while we were driving along, we saw a Scottie in Scotland and had to take a picture of him. He's the one on the left, the dark dog. Yes, a Scottie. And let's see. And that's looking across. That's across the bay on the island of Arran. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's kind of what we saw on our trip. Let me hold on a second. Boom. I think we should sing. As it turns out, we didn't get to Mingulay, but you've heard me sing this song. It's an old Scottish song, and it's about the fishermen who would go out into the ocean and fish from Scotland. It goes like this. One of my favorite songs. It's on my Red Grammar's favorite sing-along songs album. I just always loved this song. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heave her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heading homeward to Mingulay. What care we how wide the minches? What care we now for windy weather? For we know that every inch is wearing homeward to Mingulay. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heave her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heading homeward to Mingulay. Wives are waiting at the pier head, staring seaward from the heather. Heave around, boys, and we'll anchor ere the sun sets on Mingulay. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heave her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heading homeward to Mingulay. Ian and Bridie at the pier side, truly loved now are they by me. In a few years now they'll be older, and like their fathers they'll put to sea. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heave her head round into the weather. Heel ya ho, boys, let her go, boys. Heading homeward to Mingulay. Don't you love that melody? And you can just, these guys are out on the ships, out on the water, and the water's going up and down, and they're fishermen, and they're heading home to their families. Yeah, who they love so much. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, let's see. So, this actually was a favorite of the friends in Ireland at the summer school. And I don't know where you are. Where we are, the nectarines came out in early July is when they were here. And when we wrote this song, all we had were tree squirrels in our yard. But since then, the ground squirrels have decided that this is their homeland, and they got all the nectarines. They're not sharing very well. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini-rini, it's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you've tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. We love nectarines, so we got ourselves a tree, put it in the ground, excited as can be. 2 whole summers came and went, no nectarines in sight. But now the spring, the nectarines are growing left and right. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini-rini, it's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you've tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. One day as I sat admiring the tree, something crept up slowly, quiet as can be. A bushy tail jumped on a branch, I saw a swish of gray, and as he took a bite of fruit, I swear I heard him say, Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini-rini, it's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been. If you've tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. Suddenly he saw me, and not sure what to do, he held onto his nectarine, trembling through and through. I knew I had a choice to make, I made it then and there. We have 100 nectarines, I guess that we can share. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine-rini-rini, it's as sweet a fruit as there has ever been, been, been. If you tasted one, then you know what I mean, mean, mean. Nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. Apricot-y-yaddy-yaddy, apricot, cot, cot. There are lots of fruit that I almost forgot, got. I love them all, they really hit the spot, spot, spot. Apricot-y-yaddy-yaddy, pomegranate, annie, Georgia peachy, eachy, avocado, wado, nectarini-rini-rini, nectarine. Whoo! Yeah. Well, maybe next year we'll get some nectarines. Hey, Martha, nice to see you from Arizona. And Bren, yes. Okay, you guys. Well, I've been noticing something, and I wonder if you've been noticing it. People are responding really sweetly and happily to kindness right now. I think because, there's a lot going on, a lot of craziness. And when people are just kind, it really makes a difference. And I'm seeing, I try to be kind. I try to be a kind person, do my best. And when I smile at someone, like I'm checking out at the store and I just smile, they smile back. They really appreciate kindness. So maybe today, maybe this week, we can all just make a real effort to be really kind and see what happens. I bet if you smile at people, they're going to smile back with a lot of gratitude that somebody is being kind to them. I bet. A helping hand, a thoughtful word, a word friend, you've reassured, mending the wing of a fallen bird. It all adds up to kindness, complimenting the man you meet, helping Grandpa across the street, getting up and giving someone else your seat. It all adds up to kindness. It's really nothing new. Kindness starts with me and you. we say and do, it all adds up to kindness. Thanking Mom for the cookie she bakes, apologizing for our mistakes, giving people even breaks. It all adds up to kindness. Helping out at Grandma's house, stop the cat, save the mouse. Mouse. It all adds up to kindness. You know it's really nothing new. Kindness starts with me and you. The little things we say and do, it all adds up to kindness. Choose the shy kid for your team. Honor someone else's dream. What's that? Kindness. Helping out at Grandma's house. Stop the cat, save the mouse. What's that? Kindness. Let somebody ride your bike. Take your brother on a hike. What's that? Kindness. Smiling when you don't know why. Thinking of the other guy. That's how we spread some kindness. You know it's really nothing new. Kindness starts with me and you. The little things we say and do, all add up, all add up, all add up to kindness. Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, we had a request. We'll do one more here. We had a request for the Tickle Song. Now, if you're sitting with somebody who is a tickler or is ticklish, you might want to take your cluster of fingers and go to your left or go to your right. Or if you're really good doing both at the same time, it might change the sound of things where you are. I don't know. Let's try it. Tickle, no. Tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wump. Tickle, no. Tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wump. She's the beast of the east, the best of the west. If you haven't seen the wiggle wump, you ain't seen nothing yet. Giggle, giggle, gumbo, tickle, whisker, stew. The silly willy wiggle wump is coming just for you. And she says tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wump. Tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wump. Lock all the windows, bolt all the doors. What's that? Oh no, the wiggle wump is coming across the floor. You can hide in your closet or underneath your bed. It's all been tried before, my friend, but it hasn't stopped her yet when she says tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wump. Tickle, no, tickle, no. Silly willy, 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 wiggle, wiggle, wump. Oh my gosh. Actually, you know what? I didn't realize, but I think Lindsay requested I Think You're Wonderful. So let's do a chorus of I Think You're Wonderful. She wanted to say that to Jonathan. I think you're wonderful. When somebody says that to me, I feel wonderful, as wonderful can be. It makes me want to say the same thing to somebody new. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. If we practice this phrase in the most honest way and find something special in someone each day, we lift up the world one heart at a time. It all starts by saying this one simple line. I think you're wonderful. When somebody says that to me, I feel wonderful, as wonderful can be. It makes me want to say the same thing to somebody new. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, I think you're wonderful too. Yay. Happy Thursday. You guys have a great summer day. Get outside, see what's going on in nature, and smile at people. I bet they're going to smile back at you most of the time. Yeah. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Next 2 weeks.